Prior to getting married, it was hard for me to imagine that our differences would really trip us up much. But it was probably 48 hours after our wedding, as we drove up the Pacific Coast Highway on our honeymoon, that suddenly a squirrel ran out in the road directly in front of our car. At the exact same moment, we whipped our heads around to see what had happened to the squirrel, and simultaneously, I said, "Oh!" and Paul said, "Got it!" That was the first glimpse that I had into how profoundly differently we would look at the world, and honestly, that list has only grown through our years of marriage.
I love just seeing them both on stage, kind of going back and forth. One will have a thought, the other one is just real natural and comfortable, and they will either have me laughing or crying. They're just incredible speakers.
The last commandment God has in Exodus 20 is not to covet. Don't covet your neighbor's wife. And what God is saying here is, when we covet what we don't have, it is impossible to work on what we do have.
So when I thought about the young couples at our church and the need for some equipping and some encouragement in their marriages, the first couple that came to mind was the Friesens. My wife and I had been to Paul and Virginia's own marriage retreat, their weekend conference, and we had been so encouraged personally by it that we just knew that we wanted the other couples in our church to experience the encouragement that we had gotten from that.
And they've spoken with great depth into our life and our marriage and our kids, and it's been invaluable, really.
We're Paul and Virginia Friesen, and we're looking forward to our time together and sharing about this incredible design that God has for marriage. That we are different, the way we think is different, and yet when we understand His design, we can actually be better together.